apparently I have no concept of time. I was like, oh, I've only been live for like a minute. No, it was more than a minute. But such is life. How is everyone doing today? I missed that note. Welcome in Carrot and Alex. So today we'll be doing the other plant, and I don't know if anybody saw it, but there's another plant coming for Christmas. It's the poinsettia, however you say that. But they will be doing releasing a Christmas plant, which is pretty cool, and I'm very excited because I need it twice. You know, I need it for 2 different sets, for my plant set and for my Christmas stuff. It'll be really cool. Okay, I know those are separate. I don't mean like I'm gonna buy 2 of them, but I mean like, you know, 2 different themes I have. It will fit in. I don't know what. So I don't know what I'm doing next week. I just dropped wheels because on Thursday I was gonna have it be a Diamond Dot stream, you know, because I'll be building all day Thursday. All day Friday for my affiliate stream. So I have to check what other kind of smallish sets I have that we can do Tuesday. Oh, I have the potions class. We can do the potions class. But I was gonna have Thursday, you know, be just Diamond Dots because we're gonna be building literally all day Friday, next Friday, not tomorrow. Doing good, not long woke up. Naps are nice. We're supposed to have thunderstorms today, and between grocery shopping and the impending storms, my sciatic nerve in the back of my leg is literally driving me batty. So if I move around a lot today, that's why. Because I can only sit a certain way for so long, and then I have to like move my leg because it's like crushing up against the nerve. And I took my medicine, but it is being extra fun today, so I can only do what I can do. You know, there's only so much you can do about it. Yes, I saw. Good job. Sorry, talking to the bubs. He was telling me about doing his work. Welcome in, Trell. Hopefully you are having a good day and work is not being too horrible. And there was an article this week that the first Lego store in Arkansas opened up like last weekend or whatever. And I was like, yay! And then I looked up where it is, and it's like 3 hours from us. So it is not a quick jaunt to the Lego store and home. Definitely, you know, have to drive there and do multiple things. Like the Lego store, do go there, but, you know, do other things to make it worth a 3-hour trip. So we've been looking at what other things are in the area, and there's a natural cave system there that they do tours of that you can walk in and stuff. And we found like an aquatic center, you know, like a pool. And there's also like a sea life, you know, like one of those in-mall aquariums, which are still nice. So we had been looking at possibly taking the kids to one of those caves because there's several in the state. So we might take them to that one because it's near it. Nope, that's it. So I have been looking for things, like little things, I can add to like a Wheel of Chaos, to have all the time. I want to get some minifigures, but right now they're in between waiting for those D&D ones to come out. So like a lot of places like Walmart and Target and stuff don't have them out because they're kind of in between. So if we do wind up going to that Lego store before next Friday, I'll see, maybe pick up some there. There's this company that makes, like, they come in little balls, but they're like little random, they're not even necessarily craft things per se in every tube, like in every ball, but some of them are crafty, like resin things. So you get everything to make this little resin scene, and you pour the resin into the cup, and then you put in little ice cubes or whatever, and you make a little drink. Well, they came out with Harry Potter themed ones where you make potions. According to the app, Target should have had 5 of them left. But when I went yesterday, I could not find a single one, so I was a little frustrated. And they're kind of pricey. They're $10 a thing. But I figured if I get 1 or 2, I'm not going to open them like all the time. But I couldn't find any there yesterday, so I was a wee bit disappointed. That's alright. You're doing you. You're fine. No, I don't put those together. I put these together. And I made a Technic bin. You're a foldy. I had 2 piles for wheels. Pay no attention. But yes, so I may try like a different store to try to find at least 1 or 2, like I said, for the stream next week. That's 15 minutes, but we do only have like this corner bit left of this bucket, and it's a pretty big bucket. It's like a giant. Obviously, you can tell it came with car stuff in it from where the kids were tiny. Ooh, maple burgers. Is that like maple bacon, or is it like maple syrup mixed in with the meat? Or like a glaze? I could be totally wrong all the way around. It sounds good. I'm just trying to figure out the composition of the maple, if that makes sense. Nope, got some of these. That's all right. Do you have lettuce? Sometimes I cut up the hamburger and just make like a hamburger salad. That may not be everybody's thing. Or you could do like a lettuce wrap where you like wrap the lettuce around the burger. Fantasy does that sometimes because she can't have, well, she's not supposed to eat gluten. As like a different way to do it. But again, that requires you to have lettuce. And we don't always have lettuce either. Ah, I knew I had this somewhere. There we go. But I couldn't find it when I went looking. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Like I said, it sounded good either way. I was just trying to, in my head, figure out what exactly. You know, because there are several different ways that could be accomplished. I do have one. And two of these. Oh, and one of those. And this with those. Fantasy has a picture day tomorrow at school. I saw you. There it is. And she wants to get a yearbook this year. I asked her if she had wanted to get one last year, and she said no. But she has changed her mind and would like one this year, which is fine. I like sweet stuff too. That's why I was just trying to figure out, is it like a maple glaze or in it or maple bacon? Right? Because like I said, there's multiple different ways to like accomplish that mapleness or using maple. So I was just curious in what capacity. You know what I mean? Because I often do get like the maple bacon when we buy bacon. I buy like the thick cut bacon too, but it's called like I guess just maple bacon, but it does have like a sweeter, you know, it isn't like sweet, but a sweeter taste to the bacon. Weird pieces. That's what I'm throwing in there. Weird pieces. And I have a spot to put 2 of these buckets in here, but I don't know what pieces I want to put in them yet because I'm not sure of the ones I have, which ones don't have a spot. Okay, listen, cart. You're making this difficult. Okay, just that. Right, like maple bacon on top of the maple, like in the meat. Have you seen those hamburgers where the people like wrap the whole burger in bacon? Or they put bacon pieces in the meat, like bacon bits, bacon crumbles, however you want to say it, in the meat. That works too. Those are both good options. Or that is a good option. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I have never had any because we often buy our burgers like I don't want to say pre-made as in they're pre-cooked, but like pre-patty formed, you know? Like in a like frozen and we just take them out and throw them on the grill. But that being said, I am interested to try how they taste. Like if we bought just burger meat, you know, hamburger meat, and then shape the patties ourselves, I would try it. But I never tried it because a lot of the ones you buy pre-made like that, like pre-formed, have cheese in them, and I don't want that. I'm picky about. I love cheese. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love cheese, but I am picky about my cheese in the same like instance. So, like a lot of places we go, I don't get cheese on my burger, even at home. I'm picky about the way cheese is when it melts, if that makes sense. I don't know. A lot of times I don't like the way the texture of it when it's melted. Like pizza cheese is different, but I don't know. I'm just weird. I love cheese. We probably have like 4 different kinds of cheese in our fridge right now, but I don't know, picky about melted cheese. Yeah, a lot of times they have cheese in them. Like I said, I'm not I love cheese. Don't get me wrong at all. I love cheese. But I am picky about like I don't know. I'm not that crazy about melted cheese. Like just on a burger or whatever. A lot of times the type of cheese they use just Kitty has been causing trouble again because this
Hi, I'm Danny Phantom.
is the sign to my Christmas set over there, which means she's been taking apart Legos again. Welcome, Danny, the little kitty thief. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. She's a thief. Not that kind. We got wheels for cars. Okay, we don't have that. We do have a couple of these though. And this kind road. Is it in here? Yeah, it is. There. We don't have those pieces. Okay. Okay, so which pieces go in that one? No, I'll put you in there then. Listen, with kids, I'm happy I can get them to eat it all. I'm not going to be picky about what it is. Like, eat a peanut butter sandwich if you need to, but just eat. And I know that doesn't sound great, but again, it's anything. Can I get you to eat? There was this guy, so it was like an M&A hole that I heard while I was doom scrolling, and he was complaining that his wife brought food into the restaurant for their 4-year-old. And he's like, my 4-year-old's a really good eater, but my wife always has a like bag full of food for him. And at first he didn't want to order anything on the menu at the restaurant they went to. And so she just whipped something out of her bag. And he was like, I can't believe you brought that in here. Listen, I will pack a whole 5-course dinner of my purse if that's what it's going to take them to eat. Like, I feel below a certain age, whatever. The restaurant doesn't care either. Like, to a certain degree, kids are hard to feed. Where is my barbarian?
Evie!
Well, that's what he was saying. He goes, my kid's a good eater, so we don't really worry about what restaurant we go to on the normal. It was just that day the kid didn't want to. And we have been places where even the kids have asked to go, and then when we got there, they were like, I don't like anything. Because kids are a-holes. Like I said, below like the age of 5, I really feel like the restaurants don't care either. Where is my... Oh, it's the wolf. Like, I feel like 5 and below, half the time they don't eat enough to eat a whole kid's meal anyway. I know for a long time we would get one kid's meal and split it between the two of them because they didn't eat enough to eat a whole kid's meal. Right, like, it's not like you're going into a restaurant and everybody is pulling food out of their bag to eat. You know what I mean? You as the adults are eating what the restaurant is eating, but sometimes kids just don't. Or they think they'll like it. I can't count the number of times Boy Wonder has ordered mac and cheese at a restaurant from the kids menu only for it to come out and be Kraft mac and cheese, which he won't eat. We had to start asking. After about the 3rd time, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I was like, well, how is your mac and cheese made? And they're like, huh? I was like, is it Kraft mac and cheese? Like, with the powder and the water. And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay, never mind. He won't eat that. They're like, huh? And I was like, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like powdered mac and cheese. It's nothing against the restaurant. He's a weird little kid and won't eat it. Like, still, he'll be like 14 in like 3 weeks, and they're still like, he won't eat Kraft mac and cheese. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not pulling things out of my purse for him to eat anymore. But also, it is what it is. Welcome in, Steel. How are you doing today? Hopefully your work day is low to no meetings. I'm a picky eater in that I don't like the texture of a lot of things. Some things I don't like the texture or the taste, but a lot of things are like a texture thing. Like, I don't please don't bring that near me. When I was pregnant, I couldn't even smell Burger King like driving down the road without wanting to vomit. I just ate a lot of potatoes. Like, literally. like loaded baked potatoes. The delicate yet vibrant chrysanthemum, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that flower wrong, is often seen as a popular motif in traditional art. In a tradition that spans more than 1,000 years, it is often portrayed in ink and wash paintings as part of a classic quartet of beautiful plants known as the Four Gentlemen. Hey, we learned that the other day with the other one. So we're not going to read the rest of that because that's just a duplicate. Art imitates nature. Creating decor that draws inspiration from nature is a relaxing and rewarding way to set our imagination free. Plants are particularly interesting to study and replicate. You can find symmetry in seemingly random variants and organic shapes develop into perfect balance. It's no wonder artists in every culture are drawn to these motifs. The chrysanthemum bouquet in its vase shows the different stages of the flower, from buds to full bloom. It brings a refreshing pop of color to your favorite space, and with posable leaves and petals, you can rearrange your bouquet to change the expression of your display. My parents would never do that, but I would normally find something to eat at a restaurant, even if it's just plain pasta and noodles. Yeah, I don't trust people. Well, Boy Wonder. Okay, it's weird because I say he doesn't like potatoes, but he doesn't like potatoes in their potato form, if that makes sense. He doesn't like potatoes that you can tell are potatoes, but he likes french fries and tater tots and all those variations. And he likes potato soup because I mush up the potatoes and you can't tell they're potatoes. And he likes like pierogies that have like the mashed potatoes inside, but so he doesn't like potatoes when you can tell they're a potato. So he doesn't like roasted potatoes or baked potatoes or mashed potatoes. He's weird. He does not like potatoes in their natural form. He likes chips and all that kind of stuff. So he does like potatoes, just, not normal. Update, Fantasy's art teacher who's in charge of the Europe trip emailed again and said that she contacted the tour company, the original tour company, and asked what would be the easiest way to cancel the package for all those included. And then asked if there was a way or somebody she could talk to about getting the cancellation fee waived, because we're not canceling just to cancel. We're canceling because it's their fault. They started taking away portions of the trip, which was why we picked that company to go with, but now they weren't going to do them. So she has a meeting set up with the manager after Labor Day about possibly getting the fee waived. The cancellation fee waived. So to just hang tight until, she has that conversation with them. Because it really isn't our fault. They're the one who are canceling parts of the trip, which is what led us to trying to find somebody else to go with. Plus, we're super far out from the trip, from when the trip is going to take place. We're still a year and a half out. So there shouldn't be many cancellation fees involved, because the closer you get, the more fees could be associated with canceling. But right now, even if they had pre-booked anything, there wouldn't be a cancellation fee on their end, with whoever they booked it with. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be charged. So like a hotel would just give them their money back. They wouldn't be charged the cancellation fees. So we'll see how it goes. And Crazy should be back tomorrow from his work trip. The innards of this pot are a little different from the other one, which is nice. It's not that she's not going on the trip anymore. It's that they're looking to go with a different tour company. So I guess stuff had been going on behind the scenes that the teacher hadn't told us about because, frankly, it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to know every step she makes regarding the trip. But I guess it started with, first they said we couldn't go they took something off the trip, and then they said that they would take the kids to the Eiffel Tower, but they wouldn't take them in the Eiffel Tower, even though that was part of the original trip. And then they said they weren't going to take them to the art museum in Paris, the Louvre, which it's an art teacher that is scheduling the trip and taking care of the trip, and then you're telling her you're not going to go in the Louvre. And it wasn't like we've contacted them and they said there's something going on during those days or that day or whatever, so that's why we can't get tickets. They just said, we're not doing that anymore. So the art teacher was like, nope, that's the final straw. And she started looking at another tour company, or talking to another tour company that she had used in the past, and said, hey, explain them the deal, and said, is there any way you could get a trip together for us like that? Like, she sent him the itinerary for this first tour company to the second tour company and said, could you do something like replicate it, essentially? And they said sure, and they sent her back what they could, like an itinerary for them and how much it would be and things like that. And so she contacted the parents then and said, hey, this is what's going on, da 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 da. And then so now we're working on still going, but just with a different tour company being in charge and booking everything and being the tour guides. But yeah, so it started with not going in somewhere, and then not going into the Eiffel Tower, and then not going to the Louvre at all. And she was like, nope, I'm not. You're taking away like huge chunks of the reason the kids even decided to go on the trip. So she's just trying to organize it with a different tour company who will do the things that was promised. And that's essentially what it breaks down to. The original tour company, who we're currently signed up with, is deciding unilaterally, like, we have no choice. They're just not going to book tickets for us. They're not going to take the kids there, even though it's in the itinerary of the tour package they signed up for. Sorry, I had to turn that sideways because I could not get it to click in. So we're just looking to go with a different tour company. But we would have to like cancel and restart, but we would get refunded. Currently it's like refunded everything but a cancellation fee and any fees that they would get charged for canceling things they booked on our behalf. But at 18 months out, a museum or a restaurant or a hotel is not going to charge you fees. You know what I mean? There's plenty of time to get somebody else in there. So they're just going to give the tour company their money back. There would be no real fee associated with it. So we're not so much worried about that. But there is like $100 fee to cancel no matter what. And that's what she's looking to get waived for the kids, because with, it's not like it's their fault, essentially, for pulling back and refusing to do parts of the tour that they had previously agreed to. That is the reason we're canceling. But we'll see. But the tour company she's been in talks with to give us like a duplicate package or same package just through a different company. She had talked to them too and was like, there's going to be fees for canceling. Is there any way you can help mitigate that? And there's 9 kids currently signed up for the trip. And they gave her what they called a scholarship, a $3,000 scholarship to split between the 9 students. So each kid would get like $333 of that scholarship to put towards their trip to help mitigate the cancellation fees and such. But at the same time, I get what she's saying. Like, we shouldn't have a cancellation fee really, because it's their fault. I guess consider it like a hotel not having your room because of something, and then saying, okay, we'll refund your money, but we're going to keep a little bit of it because you did book with us. Yeah, I booked with you, but it's your fault the hotel's not open today. Or going to Disney World, allowing you to book a ticket on a day they know they're closed, and then going, but you did book with us, so we're gonna keep a little fee. Like, no. But I don't know. They may not waive it, or they may waive it, but it's also, the meeting's also, like I said, to figure out what is the best way to cancel for the group. Like, if she could just close the trip, like cancel the trip, and then the company would refund everybody's money back, or if everybody has to cancel individually. Well, that's not what I meant to do. The artillery escaped. There we go. Got about 12 minutes left on Streamriders. Currently, it's just me. We're gonna die. So this is what it currently looks like. It's like the base of the vase, and like the little table it sits on, little stand. Done, brick tax. Okay, let me put this second piece in here real quick. We'll set that over there as to not mix it together. Brickety Texity, Brickety Texity. I'm pretty sure. Yep, those is what we did last time. So this time is this. There's one. So Fantasy's current least favorite class is English. Yeah, well, it isn't really like it really isn't like school sponsored per se. It's just there is a teacher willing to go with them. But she is getting ready to set up a fundraiser for it. But she wanted to wait until she got it sorted out between which tour company, 6, 7. Before she put it out there to the kids. But yeah, they can fundraise and all kinds of stuff. And you pay like monthly on it, a little bit each month, so you're not having to fork $4,000 over all at once, plus spending money. 6, 7, 8, 9. But yeah, there'll be fundraisers and stuff, leading up to it. So we gotta make all the leaves. But Fantasy's least favorite class right now is English, because she says the kids don't know how to shut up. Like, everybody is always talking and then complaining about how they don't know what's going on, and they never talk, but they never shut up the same token, And so the teacher rearranged some seats the other day, like moved some kids around, and she got a new partner, a new desk partner. And the girl sat down and she was like, "Do you not like people or something?" And she's like, "Nope, I just don't waste my time with people who don't know how to shut up when the teacher is talking. Like, I'm here to do my work and get a good grade. And if you people," because she was like, "Do you not like people or something?" She's like, "I don't like people who don't know how to shut up." And the girl just looked at her and was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, she is my daughter. That's me. If I ever had any doubts about her personality." Yeah. She was like, "I don't like people who don't know how to shut up, but they complain that they don't know what's going on." And I guess the robotics teacher is out for like a family emergency type thing, but he left detailed notes and like everything that they need to do for the rest of the week. And because the sub has no idea, like, she's like, I don't do robotics, I cannot help you with any questions you have answered, like, I have no answers for you. And the kids are like, "Well, I don't know what to do." And she's like, "That's unfortunate, because the teacher told us exactly what to do." Oh, I guess they just want you to do it like this so it kind of hides it, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, the school doesn't so much help fundraise, but the teacher does set up fundraisers, and then it's up to the kids to, participate or not participate in them, in said fundraisers. So there's one flower. I don't know how it's going to be if we switch tour companies or when we switch tour companies. The current one has like a whole page you set up for your kid, and then you can share the link to the page and people can donate money.
We have always lurked among you.
Welcome in, Kaz. Thank you for the lurky lurk. So, like, if at Christmas time or your kid's birthday or whatever, they wanted to give their family friends the link to their thing instead and say, for Christmas / my birthday, could you just donate to my thing instead? They could do that if they wanted. But I don't know how that's going to be if the new tour company will have something like that. I imagine they're all pretty similar in that aspect. As far as like donations and fundraising and stuff, but we shall see. Okay, there's the second flower, and then it goes, I think in these red ones. So the flowers go on like that. I'm pretty sure I put it in the right place. And next time we'll have 3 yellow flowers. But yeah, it'll be interesting for a bit. Oh no, they want that on top, not underneath. I was like, how am I gonna clicky? There are only 3 bags in each of these sets, and there's only like less than 400 pieces. Less than 300. This one's 278 pieces. I want to say the other one was roughly about the same amount of pieces. Thank you for the hugs, Kaz. But yeah, we will figure it out. It's her art teacher from last year, but she tries to be very like transparent. Like I said, she didn't say anything in the beginning because it was, you know what I mean, like it wasn't like because they took one thing off that the kids wouldn't have gone or whatever, but it was clear that they were slowly like taking more and more away from the trip that they had promised. Now, like I said, if they would have called or messaged her, however they communicate, and said, hey, it's not us, it's, the Eiffel Tower is closed and isn't selling tickets during that time. Like, we called or contacted them and asked, and they said, we'll be doing construction, and so we're not selling tickets during that time. We would have been like, oh, okay, but there wasn't anything like that. It was just them going, that's no longer part of the trip. So, that is bag 1. Like I said, there's not very many pieces in this set. So, the fun comes at the end and this one has bananas for leaves. Bananas. And last time I wound up having to like push my camera up. So you may have to deal with the little wiggly wobbly as I move the camera up as it gets taller. So, one in here and in the front. Then you like that. Doodle-doo. It's just me, so I'm not gonna switch screens. I'm just gonna let it kill me. I would like skip it all together, but I can't do that. Like, I have to let the battle play out. So. We are working our way up. One there and one there. I was like, I only see 3, but I didn't pay attention. Well, never mind. I won all by myself. I didn't show it because I was positive I was going to die. But apparently, I won all by my lonesome. I should have put something down. I didn't put anything like as Steel calls it, the plus sign or the cross. I didn't put anything down because I didn't think I was gonna win, so I was just like, yeah, just let it kill me. But go me. Okay. So we'll move that over for a second. This. And then this. And then this. I think it was at the end of last week. I went through my YouTube and tried to make it more organized. Like the videos. I don't know if it really helped. I feel like it did. I felt more organized. Whether it really was, I don't know. Ads are gonna start in just under a minute. It's 3 minutes of ads, but they only go once an hour. And then you're free. Please stick around. Steel, do you have anything? Have you started planning for your streamiversary? Your affiliate anniversary, I should say, not streamiversary, but. These are our leaves. 2 of them. There you go. I'm glad it could be a quick trip. I know sometimes even when you go for like one item, a trip to the grocery store is not fast. Okay, so we put them in here the side and then we can move them like up and down. Now we worky on the flowers. 2 flowers, it says. Well, these look like buds versus flowers, but you know what I mean. Well, that's good, Alex. More than once, I have stood in line longer than it took me to just grab the item. There's that. And this one will go here, but out to the side, it looks like. This one's kind of like that. Little leaf down there. Like I said, I think that's how that goes. I don't know. Maybe I can tell better on the box. Yeah, I guess that's kind of how they want it. So we got, I guess, a smidgen more to the front. The buds look like that. Which these are like cupcakes. Like the cupcake bottoms. Which is kind of cool. I always love how they repurpose. I guess that's how you'd call it. How they repurpose some of the pieces. It's like, yeah, I know you see the ice cream, but we have that at home. I don't need to buy more. Welcome in, Wargaming. I hope you are having a great day. We are, on Tuesday we did the plum blossom. That's alright. I realized that as I was talking. I was like, crap, they're still in ads. You're back from them. It should be soon, like less than 10 seconds. Because, you know, I'll start talking and it says 10 seconds, but by the time, you know, you guys get it, it'll be less than 10 seconds. Okay.
Hello there.
There we go. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, as soon as I started, I was like, crap, they're still in ads. Welcome in. I hope you are having a great day. We are working on the chrysanthemum. We did the plum blossom on Tuesday. Words today. Words are hard. I did that the other day in somebody's. They're like, go to ads. And I was like, okay. I prepared. And then only like 2 ads went and I was back in like a minute. I was like, I'm not going to complain about it, but that's odd. I think Twitch just likes to keep us on our toes. I already put it up with the other plant, so I would show you again. But I can go grab it at the end to show you guys. I meant to grab it before I started. That way, I could be like, look, this is what they look like together. But, you know, I didn't. So I don't know what you would call these. They're kind of like blades or fins. Is what... Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus. It doesn't want to focus. But, these are like the leaves, petals, whatever for this one, because it's like a partially open chrysanthemum. It's supposed to show the stages of how the flower blossoms, which they kind of did with the roses. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like sometimes it's doesn't, like you'll see it at the top, it'll be like there are 2 minutes left on your ads, and then instead of like going to another ad, it just goes back to the streamer, and you're like, well, okay, whatever you say. Yeah, like what, I can't do anything about it. Twitch is in control, so I'm like, I'm not gonna argue about it, but that's not what you said. Like, you said I had 2 more minutes of ads. But they kind of did the same concept with the roses. They showed, you know, he got 4 of each kind, I believe. But they had like the different stages, like a fully closed rose, then a little bit open, then fully open. Woohoo! I am on there, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't get like emails from them about, hey, we're doing this, or hey, we're doing that, or anything. Like, I don't get like any really kind of feedback. And I think we were talking about this a little bit in Carrot Stream. I joined because I was like, oh, okay, I doubt they'll accept me. I'm brand new. I had only been affiliate a very short time. And they did accept me, which was great. I was like, woohoo! And so I put my thing out and everything, but I don't really have like contact from them. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. So yay, I hope you get accepted, but at the same time, I'm not really sure kind of like what they, like the benefit of, I guess. But maybe that's just me. Okay, making sure. Yeah, I don't really know anything. But this is like the partially opened chrysanthemum. Sorry, trying to get my... And I do know they prefer that like most of your content be Lego building or brick building. Which I guess is fair because, you know, they are a brick building team, but bricks are expensive. I don't know where I was going with that bag. The box is here on my desk. Probably because I'm used to always having the box on the floor because they're bigger sets, but oh well. Yeah, most of mine is brick building right now. My streams are... Right now, my streams are painting minis, though. I mix things up with you. I do that. I mean, we go back and forth on things. I mean, I will admit, a great majority of it is brick building. I do it... My 2 days during the week are brick building, usually. I mean, there are viewer redeems that have it be like, you know, diamond dots. And then I have it where they can pick what game I play, but that's like what game I play on Sunday. So a majority of mine is brick building. But I've gone back to this 8 to 2:30, or 8 to 2:30, 11 to 2:30 right now, which is like 3.5 hours. Till my daughter picks her like clubs and stuff at school and figures out like what day she'll be staying later or going in early, etc., etc. Compared to during the summer when I was going from like noon to like 4. So that was 8 hours during the week instead of just 7. But my stream on Sunday is usually 5. So I don't know. It could be like half and half because I don't, you know, I only stream 3 days. So, I don't know. To me, I feel like most of my content is brick building, but time-wise, I guess it could be different. Right, and I mean, some, you know, 3 days is a fair amount. It's pretty much like every other day, if you think about it, of normal week, but... this is, I'm not saying I don't make any money, but I'm not, bringing in huge bucks that can constitute, um, you know, having bricks to build more than what I do because they're expensive. And we're heading into that lovely part of the year where, like, it's one thing on top of another, which I do try to plan for to some extent. But, so our anniversary is on the 8th of September, and then our son's birthday is the 14th of September, and then you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And then our daughter's birthday is like 2 weeks after Christmas. So, like, September through mid-January is like everything happens. And I do mitigate by trying to buy like little things throughout the year and things like that, but crap happens. Okay. They're like, we have 3 colors of bananas for you. Make sure you grab the right color. Eight light bananas. And both kids this year have like a big birthday. Not that he's turning 14, not 13, so it's not like typically a monument birthday, but we don't let them have phones until they're 14. So this year is still a big birthday because he gets his phone. Yeah, they're like, look, here's 3 bananas. They're not the exact same shade of bananas we gave you, but here are 3 bananas. Make sure you choose the lightest. So he'll get a phone this year, which, is phones aren't cheap. So, and then she turns 16 in January. So that is a monument birthday. He's excited. He's had like old phones, like we upgraded and he got the old phone. It doesn't have like, he can't call anybody, but he can use the Wi-Fi to like play games or whatever. So he's excited to have his own phone. And we do typically buy like Motorola's, which are like $200 compared to the $1,000 iPhones, because we don't do iProducts in this house. I refuse to pay for $1,000. So this is my great explanation. Like when people are like, oh, you don't have an iPhone? Why not? And now I've been to the shop and got the buns. I used the last of my entry. It's really ill. Don't think. I'm sorry, Alex. So the great story I tell people when they're like, you don't have an iPhone? Why not? So when we were in Virginia, friends of ours switched providers and got iPhones, right? They paid $1,000 each for their phones. We had upgraded and got newer Motorola's. Like, they were like that year's Motorola, but still, it was like $100 for the phone. So $900 cheaper. And she's showing me her new phone and all this, and I got a message on my phone, and I reached around the back, and I tapped my finger to the back of my phone, and it unlocked. And she goes, how did you just unlock your phone? I was like, it has fingerprint on the back. The Motorola symbol is a fingerprint thing. And she goes, I don't have that. And I was like, you spent $900 more on a phone and it doesn't have fingerprint unlock? This was 4 years ago. 5. Yeah, something like 4 or 5 years ago. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. So when people ask me, you don't have an iPhone? No, I don't, because I don't feel like being price gouged on a phone that they admit to slowing down when they release a new one, that the only thing different is it now comes in rose gold. It's got titanium back on it. Yeah, but it's not any better. Well, the thing too is, a lot of people like Apple One because of the brand, and I don't begrudge you. Listen, you want to spend money on an Apple, you spend money on an Apple. That's your business. I'm not going to, but you can. And it's a little like Windows and Linux. I am not going to write my own code for my computer, so I don't have Linux. I have Windows. It's user-friendly and easy. Apple is user-friendly and easy because you don't need to do anything. But my Android, I can go all the way down to the coding and change things. It is now, but 4 years ago it wasn't. 4 years ago, a lot of the Apples still didn't have fingerprint unlock. And actually, there was an article about how Apple contacted, I just had it in my brain now. I can't remember what the company is. Samsung, to help them add a new thing to their Apple phones that Samsung has had for like the last 5 years. Yeah, we can lock the kids out at any time. We can go on there and say, you cannot have this app. We get a report each week of everything everything that our daughter has done on her phone. How many texts she sent, what website she visited, what apps she used, how long she used each app. And like I said, I'm not like, oh, everybody who uses Apple is stupid. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we don't use it because, you know, I mean, they've admitted that they slow down their other products every time they use or release a new phone so that they can get you to buy the new phone. It is very much a status symbol for a lot of people. Like, oh, if I don't have an Apple phone, people will think I'm poor. I'm poor. There's no thinking about it. I'm poor. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, there it is. I was like, are you serious? But no, it was there. I just couldn't find it. Yeah, I mean, my mother-in-law had an iPhone because it was what my father-in-law bought. Like, when he went to get them phones, he got them both an iPhone. And he still had the really old iPhone all the way up until he died a few years ago. It's probably like an iPhone 5 or something. I don't know. It's really old compared to, like, what the iPhones look like now. Sorry, I'm just trying to count these out. 16. Yeah, I'm poor, contrary to what the wall of Legos behind me says. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I don't understand sneakerheads either, but that doesn't mean I'm going to tell them they're wrong. Yeah, they are pretty like, this is it. Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of the dots and echoes from Amazon around the house. Okay, sorry, I was just like, how did they do that? But I guess 9 on each side. Apple is very like straightforward. It is very user friendly. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with them except that I hate how much they charge people for what you actually get. Like it should be, you're not distracting me at all. It's just I couldn't figure out. I was like, why are some out further and some in further? But I guess it's because of how it sits on this bar, like how far it can go forward. And I miscount all the time. Really, if it's anything over 6, I have to really look and think about it. Because I'm like, did I grab all of the pieces? And that sounds horrible, like I can't count, but it's not so much the counting, it's that I'll try to pick up more than my hand can hold, and then I keep dropping them back in, and then I'm like, what am I actually at? Because I've counted to 12, but I'm pretty sure there's not 12 in my hand. Well, do you know the EU told them they can't sell their products anymore in Europe unless they fix it, because it's considered an incomplete product. Because in the box they don't give you the brick to charge it in the wall. They give you the cable, but not the wall box. So in Europe they called it an incomplete product and told them they had to fix it if they wanted to sell them. And that's also why they are changing from the Apple only plug to like that C plug that everybody's using, because they said we're not doing this. It's one cord. You don't have to charge people to buy special things to use your specific product. Yeah. It doesn't have the charger brick, and that's why they went to the C. Yep. Because Europe said, no, we're not doing this. Okay. I should split these before I forget. So. 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. They should have. There's no reason besides wanting to price gouge people to have an entirely different charger. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, other than trying to get more money out of people, there's no reason. Okay. There's some fancy splitting of hairs going on here, and I gotta figure it out. Like spacing. Yeah, it really is crazy. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's like, if you want this, you're gonna have to pay more. We want you to pay for the privilege of using our products. Okay, so that's half of it done. And those are bananas, people. Bananas! Sorry, I got excited. I just love how they repurpose. That's what I call it, repurposing the bricks so that they look different. Some of them, you wouldn't even realize like what the brick is until it's pointed out, and you're like, oh my god, it is. Especially with the flowers. I find the flowers do it the most. Yeah, like I said, I mean, everybody spends their money on whatever they want. I don't understand sneakerheads, but hey, it's your business. You want to spend that much money on a pair of sneakers, go ahead. people don't like. You still play with toys? You build Legos? Aren't those for little kids? No, not anymore. I mean, they specifically market their sets to adults nowadays. But yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes, I know it does. I have just about all of them. I have all the big sets except for the bonsai because I don't feel like messing with that many tiny flowers. I am intrigued by the pink frogs, not enough to mess with those tiny flowers. Yeah, I mean, like, no, it's technically geared towards adults nowadays, but yeah, like, listen, you do you, I'll do me, and we'll all get along fine. Don't tell me what to do. But I'm intrigued by the pink frogs in that set. Not enough to mess with that many tiny leaves, but I'm intrigued nonetheless. But I have all the big sets of flowers except for the bonsai, and then for the little sets, you get like 2 or 3 flowers like in a box. I have the not orchids. Now my brain is like, what the hell are they called? Let me look it up real quick so I say it correctly. I have the sunflowers. I didn't get the rose one because I have the bouquet of roses, so I felt it was like a little like buying it twice, which I do often enough. But I didn't want to do it for those. Pink frogs and random sets. That's fantastic. Okay, I have the sunflowers and like the mini heart ornament thing. It's down there. It hasn't been built yet. The lotus. That's what I was thinking of. And I actually have 3 of the dried flower centerpieces so that I could make the wreath, and it sits on my dining room table, like my kitchen table. It's up all the time. I don't have the daffodils or the cherry blossoms. That's what it is. Yeah, it can be done like 3 or 4 different ways. But also they have 2 new Christmas sets that are going to be coming out. They have a Christmas wreath with like the dried oranges and everything, and then poinsettias that are going to come out as part of like the Christmas this year. I didn't really mean for you to add it to my bag, silly Lego website. October 1st is when they're going to come out. But yeah, I'm looking at the wreath right now. It has like dried, it looks like either holly berries, cherries, whatever you want to call it, like that kind of berry. It looks like it has little pine cones, cinnamon sticks, dried oranges, and you make a wreath with it. I know, I want to get the Christmas tree too. I got the Christmas wreath, and then it turned out it could be built like 7 different ways. Ooh, and this one looks like could you potentially buy more than one of them and make, it looks like it can be a wreath or garland. That's pretty cool. Yep, it has tree foliage, berries, orange slices, cinnamon, and pine cones, and can craft either a wreath or garland. And then they're going to have a poinsettia thing too. Poinsettia, however you want to say it. I consider it one of those tomato things. Either way is right. But it's going to be like a little, pot with like 3 or so poinsettias in it. But I got the, what is it? The candle one. You can put like little candles Well, they're not real candles, obviously, but and when I opened it up and got to looking at it, it turned out it could be built like, I don't know, crazy, like 5 or 6 different ways. I did not get the gingerbread ornaments last year. But it looks like they're going to have them again this year, so maybe. Last year I got the ski lodge, and then I hadn't had that Main Street set, so I bought that and then saved it till Christmas. So I did the Main Street, the Santa sleigh, and the ski lodge last year. So now I'm waiting to see what building, house, whatever you want to call it, that they do this year. Because I have the blue, I think it's called like Saint Nick or Santa's, I don't know what it's called, but it's the blue house with Santa. And then I have the triple elf bunkhouse. And then last year I did, like I said, the ski lodge and the holiday Main Street set, along with Santa's sleigh. So this year it looks like there'll be at least 2 new flowers, and I don't know like if they'll do a new building, but they've been doing the buildings for a few years now. Okay, so now we got the dark bananas. So we got, as I drop it, it didn't break, but now I gotta carefully pop those out between the other bananas. So we have light bananas, medium bananas, and dark bananas. And plus I gotta hold it without pushing all of it in. Maybe they should have had us do the bottom first and work our way up and then push everything together. And I didn't, so for several years in a row, I did the Harry Potter advent calendar things from Lego. But then what do I do with 24 tiny things in the end, you know? So I didn't do it last year. It's slowly... No, I didn't do this one. What is it? I did this one. Let me switch screens real quick. I did this one. And while it says 2... Sorry, I'm moving things around so I can show you better. No, that's all right. I totally don't mind. I just had to move things so I could see better. I did this one, and while on the box it shows you can do it that way or that way. There are, however, 3 other alternate builds. Right? So, but you can also do this one, and that one, and then this one. And this one. So there are really 6 builds to it instead of 2. So I made the comment last year that I would, let me see what Stream Raiders looks like. Well, you guys can watch me and Catacane battle while we talk. I made the comment last year that I would just keep track of which one, and every year we could just build a different one. And by the time I got back around to doing the first one again, nobody would remember it. I did it as the first one, like the first one on the side of the box. Welcome in, Rad! Don't kill me, let me kill you! Haha! Thank you for the resub, Rad! It's been 5 months already. Listen, it does not feel like it's been any amount of time. Like, it definitely does not feel like next Friday, the 6th, is going to be my 1 year affiliate anniversary. It does not feel like that at all. It feels like I barely just started. Oh, and then I'll go collect that. I'm gonna start very early in the morning for me. I'm gonna start at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Um, and the idea is to build Sanctum Sanctorium in one stream. So I'm gonna be streaming like all day building Sanctum Sanctorium. It's like 2,100 pieces or something like that. I don't know, I have it on the other side of my desk. Oh, I lie. It's 2,708 pieces. But the idea is to build it all in one go, like one long stream. So we'll see how it actually pans out. However, that being said, it falls on a Friday when my husband doesn't have work, and the boy child who does kind of at home school. Also, he doesn't really have school on Fridays. Every once in a while, there'll be like a thing he has to attend, or like a small group session when they're prepping for a bigger test. But overall, nothing happens here on a Friday. Did I skip a step? Probably. Okay, I did that, and I did this. But when exactly was I supposed to put that green thing on top? I definitely skipped a step. They basically do. Their desks are not right next to each other, but close to each other in the other room. And they just play video games. Okay. I'm gonna move this back and up a little bit so it stays out of the frame of the other one, but you can see. Now, I'm probably gonna smush all the bananas trying to get this on here, but yeah, my husband normally streams on Friday, but I think he's not planning to next week so that he can be in my stream and moderate and such. But I told him he could. I mean, he is a boy child. Yeah, it just make banana bread with my Lego bananas. Well, I usually call him Boy Wonder on stream, but really in real life, he's anything from Turticus Rex to Thing 2 to the tiny turdlet. I have all kinds of names. So I started calling him the tiny turdlet because people, when you go, stop being such a shit in public, people are not receptive to that always. And I got tired of people looking at me. Because, frankly, I birthed him and almost died while doing it. I will call him what I want. So I started calling him a turdlet. And we were out somewhere, and this older gentleman... Yeah, I have 2 children now. We were out somewhere, and I was like, listen, stop, turdlet. And the guy was like, can I ask why you called him a turdlet? And I was like, because people frown on calling you calling your own child a little shit. And he's like, oh my god, that's hilarious. And I was like, well, he is a little shit, but people don't like to hear that. He's Mayan, I'll call him what I want. So this is our chrysanthemum, and I will go grab the other one to show you guys what it turned out like. I got mine from Sam's Club, and it was only 23 instead of the 30. So if you have a Sam's membership, you may want to check your Sam's Club. So I bought them together and only spent what was it? I spent 46 instead of the 60. It was $14 off. I thought, it's hard to pass up. They're expensive, so anytime I can save any amount of money on them, I'm going to do it. So that's what they look like together. They have similar pots, different colors. Yeah. Costco often has it too. I don't have a membership to either of them, so I can't tell you like for sure that they have it right now. But I do know I got these from mine. My Sam's Club also had the Tranquil Garden, and it had a bunch of speed ones. A little while ago, it had the Stitch one, but I already had it. But yeah, a lot of times the wholesale clubs, big box stores, whatever you want to call them, will get Lego. I know Grand Admiral Quack has said in the past that he has gotten Lego from Costco, so I do know on occasion they get it. You can go to the Sam's website, but it was regular price on the Sam's website. It was $30 instead of the $23 I paid in store. So I guess take that with a grain of sand, that they may be cheaper in your store than online if you check online. But, it is what it is. I still, Yeah, like I said, I don't know how often they get them or like what they get. I just know that I've heard Grand Admiral Quack say that he's gotten things at Costco before. Right, and I don't have a Costco membership, so I could not tell you one way or another. But I do know, right, and it does depend on how often you go. And like I said, you can check the website, but they might be cheaper in store. Because I went to find the link to send to Rad because I know Rad has Sam's Club, but he doesn't always go to a Sam's Club. And when I looked them up online to send him the link, they were regular $30 on the website, but I only paid $23 in store. So, again, I couldn't tell you one way or the other, like, positively. But I will say for me at Sam's, there was a difference online and in store. So... welcome in, Beer Bear. So we finished. That was all I had for today. I was gonna just play Disney Dreamlight Valley, but we has this we can do if you guys want. The Pedro song. What Pedro song? Why did you sleep on this floor? No wonder you couldn't fall asleep. Mine doesn't always have good stuff either. From now on, I'm gonna you're gonna be midstream and I'm gonna message you. Oh, you fell asleep. You were not planning to sleep, but you did. Are those trash pandas? I love trash pandas. Oh, you planned it? I could not sleep in the sleeping bag. I would just be like, I feel like dying. The floor is hard. I love Pedro Pascal. He's so funny. So we have this set too. Now, I don't know what the Pedro song is. You have to tell me what the Pedro song is. I don't have a Pedro song. So you can make this 3 different ways. We do the green one, the big one, or this one. Multi-stream, multi-tab. Oh, Steel has probably got 5 streams up. Yeah, you can put a link, Danny. Yeah, so we have choices, which makes me want to. This was cheap, which makes me want to go buy 2 more so that I can have them all. Because we all know I'm not satisfied with one version. Because we don't have day jobs. Okay, here's a question, Danny, though. Am I gonna get hit for like copyright thingy if I play it right now? Probably. Okay, I brought it up, but I will wait to play it until later. I'll save it on my play later list. Or I'll just leave it there, but I won't play it. I just don't want to get a copyright thing. I don't want to get a copyright thing. Do you guys know for sure I'm not going to get one? Anyway. Yeah, we can do this many ways. I think I'm going to build it per the instructions. That's what I mean. Like, am I going to get hit with a copyright infringement? Because I don't want that. Okay, let me pause my tranquil music for whatever you guys are about to do to me. Well, I mean, I don't... Yeah. I probably would. Maybe. I don't know.
Switch to Chrome to load your favorite sites fast.
I don't like Chrome.
So you can browse with ease.
I love the little trash panda. Did you know in Arkansas, as long as you rescue it as a baby, you can have 5 of them? I don't think I've heard this before. Are there words somewhere? Go to 105. I just can't get over the little raccoon. He's so adorable. Yeah, in Arkansas, if you rescue it as a baby, you can have 5. Danny with all his little... Yeah, we're just lucky that when Steel came to visit me, I didn't have 5 pet trash pandas who I rescued. And by rescued, I mean I found them outside and made them mine. No, I haven't seen it anywhere. But in fairness, I'm old and only use Facebook. I love trusted pandas and otters, even though they have been known to do unnice things to others. I won't tell you what they've been known to do and ruin your experience. They're so cute. The one author I follow, she has a rescue trash panda. His name's Rodney. And he lives in her house. He's a fat trash panda. She tried to fool him with organic animal crackers, and he wouldn't eat them. So now her husband has to eat all the organic animal crackers because Rodney was like, this is not my treats. He's Rodney the trash panda. So this is we're building our base of the thing. Oh, I forgot to turn our tranquil music back on. Because next month, in fact, on Sunday, we will switch to the spooky music because Halloween must be celebrated forever. I gotta work on getting some new. I don't like putting up like lights and stuff because then I have to take them back down, and that's annoying. So I just put up a bunch of inflatables in my front yard for like every holiday. So I eagerly await October 1st to put up my holiday inflatables. And usually what I do is what if the first is on like a Wednesday or whatever weekend is closer to the first is usually when I put them up. And it's often the weekend before the first because, you know, who wants to wait? But I have a giant, like 6-foot T-Rex that's dressed as a pirate. And then I have a spider whose like spider hump, lights up all different colors, like it rotates colors. And then I have sorry, I'm like, where do I oh, went too far over, that's why. What else do I have? I have a Jack Skellington and a Sally. I have a ton for Christmas. I think I have a minion. Maybe not. Maybe I need a minion for Halloween. But yeah, I have a ton of blow-ups. And I have even more for Christmas. I need a new big one for Christmas though. Several years ago, a friend of ours was like, my husband bought this dang inflatable Santa helicopter thing, but he never puts it up. So it's just been sitting in our garage. Do you want it? And I was like, yes. So that was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. And it finally gave up the ghost last year. So now I need like another big main one. Maybe we'll get Santa riding a motorcycle. I don't know. I've seen all kinds. I've seen Santa and his crew in a camper, like an RV. I've seen all different kinds. But either way, we need to get a new main feature one. Last year, I saw Sanderson's sister ones. Maybe I can find them again this year. Sam's Club had a Beetlejuice one out. So, Steele, I know you said you went to go see the Deadpool movie. Did you like it? I didn't hear after you went to see it what you thought about it. A lot of it went over your head. Have you not Have you seen the other ones, or have not? And then, like, is that why? If you haven't seen them, is that why you think it did? Cannot talk today. No words. No words. Ah, I see. They do. I mean, in the past, it has had like a lot of references. He's trying to get them to make another Blade movie. The Daywalker. Or the original Daywalker. Just one. So this is our little hook. Because you're supposed to be able to hang it up. I'll have to hang it behind me on some of my magnetic hooks. Oh, thank you for the follow, Guitar Beard. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Words are not wording today. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to express with my name what happens here. And often there is lots of talks of books of some nature, some degree. Did I use the wrong thing somewhere? Nope, I just preemptively put that there. Okay, we do often talk about the books. In fact, just the weekend before last, I went to a book signing about an hour from my house. No, wasn't that? It was like 2 hours maybe. But either way, it was only so I got to meet a bunch of the authors and get the books I bought there signed. It had 43 different authors there. So, oh, that's pretty nice. I always worry that the little hooks or whatever they put. Yeah, there were some romance. There were 2 like Christian type romance, but there were some people who wrote like thriller, some people who wrote paranormal. There was even the blue alien porn there. There were books about MCs and like what they call first responder romance, military or security, police, fire, But there were 43 authors there. So I got to get books from lots of people. And every book I got to have signed, which is always my favorite part.
We have always lurked among you.
Okay, thank you for the lurky lurk, Seal. Have fun at work. the blue alien porn. There's nothing else to call it. That's what it is. Do you like D&D with your name, the Bard? I don't play D&D, but everybody else in my house does. My children and my husband, they all love the D&D. So it fits, yep. Yeah, my daughter is currently trying to convince my husband to be the DM for a campaign of like 6 teenagers, which he has done in the past for a different group of her friends, but he's like, they're murder hobos. They just murder everything. Like, there is no, let's think this out. They're like, hey, we are new in this town and we had this minor skirmish. Their answer is to murder everybody in town. They're murder hobos. That set is on my list, but sadly, so is like everything else. So I don't say sadly as in that's too bad. I mean as in I don't have enough. That's why sadly everything's on my list. If I had more money, I would just have them all instead of them being on my list. Yeah, angsty teenagers, they're like, finally, things we can kill and not get in trouble. You make me so jealous, beer BB-8. I want it. Like I said, I don't even play D&D, but I want it. The girl child wants it too. I told her to get doing some chores. Yes, they're supposed to come out September 1st, but they have been spotted in the wild. I think somebody said Walmart, which makes me want to go to Walmart as much as I hate Walmart. I hate going into Walmart. It's never quick and easy. But now I kind of want to go to Walmart to see if my Walmart has any out. Yeah, they're supposed to release on September 1st because they're on my list, and I was hoping to get at least a couple. That way we could do like Wheel of Chaos and open them, or like so many points and I'll open one, whatever. Incorporate them somehow. Yeah, like whose chat was I in yesterday? I can't remember because I was in like a dozen streams yesterday at some point. If you counted them all up for the day. But I was in somebody's in the morning, and he was saying he was opening them because he found them at Walmart, or he specifically ordered them. I don't scan the code. I don't know, but he had them, and he was opening them. But yes, I want to get some. I was looking for minifigures when I had my streamiversary, but because they were like between releases, it was hard to find any at the store. And everybody on Amazon is like, haha, you can't get them anywhere else. We're going to charge a crazy amount for the ones you can get. So I didn't buy any on there either. So this is where we are now. Rad, Fantasy told me that you got it in the mail. That you sent her a picture. Bring it back down so you guys can see a little bit better, since it's not ginormous anymore. I'm glad, and I'm glad it got there intact. Because you know how the mail is, so no matter how carefully you package it, they have still been known to find a way to mess it up. Okay, now 6 leaves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm happy that it's one less in our house because she makes and makes them because she just likes making them. But then I'm like, what are you going to do with them? Now they're just there. Listen, only one of us can make stuff that never leaves the house, and I've already claimed that. glad that it, like I said, made it intact. I was worried that even though we tried to carefully, wrap it and secure it, that it might still get messed up in transport. Diddly-doos. Let me put these couple on. So that is one finished leafy thing. Diddly-doos. Kill the thing. I should have probably put it further over, but oh well. There's only one enemy. We can do this, guys. Woohoo! Let's see. Beer, do you have a preference between Lancer and Bomber? Yeah, the Pokey Pokies. Lancer. Make sure I'm like, I think that's it. Beer. And then we'll give the other to Wargamer. Wargaming. Sorry. Ooh. Look at the new battle pass. Scrolls. New skins. No problem. I tried to give them to people in chat even when they haven't even when they haven't got the most of one or the other. I try to give it to more people in chat versus people out of chat, but because I figure you guys are in here helping in other ways. We'll do that. And that. Okay. Take 2. When I first started doing the Stream Raiders in chat, I was unsure about the best way. And I don't really think there is a best way, but like how I wanted to distribute the things. So in the beginning, I gave it I tried to give it to whoever scored the most, whether it be kills or assists, that overall. And then I kind of just gave it to like a mix, and sometimes I do what do they call it? Like where you let the thing pick for you. But I've pretty much narrowed it down to basically just giving it to who's in chat here. Sometimes I will give it to like if the person scored like a ton of kills or a ton of assists and they're not in chat, I will still sometimes give it to them because I'm like, holy crap, look what you did. Yeah, and so I try to be a little bit, usually I try to focus on to the people who are here in chat. But like I said, I will give it to those not in chat, but my goal is I would like to eventually be a Stream Readers affiliate. Because then you get to make your own skins and things like that. And the skins can be bought or given away or, things like that. Hydrate. Okay, today I has the vanilla Coke. Snickety snackities. I have one Kit Kat left or Reese's. It's up to you. Reese's, okay. got these from Target. You got 2 of them for like $3. I'm gonna forget what step I'm on. That's normal though. But yeah, my goal is to, one of my goals, I should say, is to become Stream Raiders affiliate. Right now, you stop looking at the clock. That does often make it feel like time is inching by when you're constantly checking. I have 2 of the 3 requirements to become Stream Raiders affiliate. The third one is gonna kill me though, because you need an average of 20 viewers, and that's a lot of viewers. Within the last 14 days. I think it is 7 or 14 days. So, it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. But it is like a goal. Untold Wizard, thank you for the follow. Please feel free to tell us about yourself. Oh, I forgot to ask. Guitar, are you a streamer as well or just a viewer? Either is fine. It's just I like to give streamers a shout out, so I try to remember to ask. The key is try to remember. Hello, call me Wiz. I have ADHD and ASD. I think pretty much everybody in this type of community has one, both, or some form of them. So feel at home. We are spastic in here, and we jump from one subject to another with very little leeway. It is very much, ooh, look, a squirrel. That's all right. We will do the shouties. Yeah, like I said, I attempt to remember to ask people. As you can tell, it doesn't happen. Yeah, it is very much, ooh, a squirrel. But we have talked about that before in circles, that the crafting and stuff is often done by people who are some version of that, because we just jump from thing to thing. You get a new, like, ooh, I love this new craft, and then you do it until you burn out, and then you're like, oh, look at this new craft over here. I'm gonna do that for like the next, however long, and then, ooh, look over here. But yeah, it's very, like I said, I very much believe that this type of community, the crafting, building, whatever, is a yeah, you get a new thing and you do that, and then you do over here, and then I'm not saying only people who are in that vein do it. I mean, I'm sure there's people who are completely neurotypical who do it too, but I find it more common in people who are of that nature. Yeah, like, oh, look over here. Let's do this. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, or like I said, I mean, I'm sure there are neurotypical people who do it too, but I find it much more common in, this community, and that is perfectly fine, like I said. I am very, ooh, look, a squirrel. Which is how I keep messing up steps, because I'm like, what was I doing? I don't know. Eventually, I will remember to build where you guys can see. Oh, it's a horrible thing. I have given away more craft supplies than I know what to do with. my sewing area looks like Joanne's. I have rolls upon rolls upon rolls of fabric. Well, welcome in. And if you are a streamer as well, I will give you a shout out too. I try to do the shouties. Sometimes they happen. Sometimes I don't remember to ask. Listen. I'm a touch OCD. So whatever craft I get becomes very organized. And then a little unorganized in a way that only I know it's organized, but to everybody else it looks like a mess. But there is a system. There is a system. Okay, that's fine. I just like to try to share the love. What, kitty? What do you want, kitties? What, you want to come here? You want uppies? Okay, come here. Come here, beast. Say hello, beast. Say hello. What do you want, beastie? Behind me? Okay. And down. Okay, that works too. You're the one who was crying. And if I don't do it now, I'll forget. I'll give you each a follow. I have the best of intentions. I'll do this after stream. And then it never happens. Because once I stop streaming, that thought is no longer important. That is Noodle. Her name is Noodle because she noodles. She looks like a limp noodle. So she'll stretch out as long as she can, and you'll hold her, and she's just like, you're like, it's hard to explain because you think when you stretch, your like muscles are tight, but she like just lets her body go lax, so it like oozes out like slime, and then she just kind of like over you. Like you'll be holding her, and she'll lean over your arm, and you're like, oh my god, she's just gonna keep going because it just flop, and then she like just like I said, like oozes. We had puppers. And when the last pupper died, I said no more pets for a while because in the end, I am the one who winds up taking care of them. And I didn't want to do that anymore. I'm so close to being child-free, I didn't want another pet. So it worked for a while. And then Fantasy got did the thing with art class, and she kept asking me, and I kept saying no. And then I was like, go ask your dad, because I was tired of being the person who said no. And he was like, I guess. I'm like, oh, way to stick with me. Yeah, like a slinky worm. She just like, because when you say stretch out, you think like taut, like muscles tight, but it's kind of the opposite. Like she lets her whole body go lax. Yeah. So Crazy the other day was like, well, don't think when she leaves we're gonna get a bunch of cats. I was like, I don't know who you're talking to, fool. I didn't want the cat in the first place. Because I don't want to have to take care of another living creature. You three are enough. I like being able to go places without arranging like some kind of care. Listen, I always joke that I want a Horgie. It's a Husky Corgi mix. But I don't actually want one. Like, I want one, but I don't want to have to take care of it. So, I don't actually want one. Huskies are talkers. Oh, I only needed one of those. Huskies are talkers. They are not afraid to let you know. This cat is a talker. She's always going on about something. Get a lazy whippet. Huskies are like, they're very, like, I don't want to say like crazy hyper, but they definitely have a fair amount of energy, and they're talkers.
Beto, Beto,
Beto, Beto, welcome in, Crazy. We were just talking about you. Right? It would gladly go one runs with you. It'd probably be the only way you could tire it out. We had a lab healer mix, and he didn't have like a ton of energy. He would get like these zoomy bouts, and he'd go out and he'd be like, do, 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 and then he'd be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't need to run again for like another week. It wasn't bad talk. I said it was your fault we have the cat, because you told her, I guess. Instead of just saying no. Listen, I love the little fur ball, but that doesn't mean I want to be the person who, like, is in charge of all that mess. Ooh, excuse me, I burped it. How's your conference going? I assume better today since you didn't have to teach anything or constantly be interrupted by the other teacher. Nope, you're orange, not pink. Okay, so this way, and then flippy flippy. Well, you kept telling her we would someday, so when she came to me, I figured that was someday. Yeah. Nothing else. Everything else is go ask your mother, or what did your mother say? This is the one thing he answered on. Oh, that's good. And then, of course, the cat promptly broke her leg, and I was running back and forth to the vet, like, every week. I did tell her to ask you, because you never answer. It's always like, I don't know, what'd your mother say? So I figured that's what you would do this time, too. Like I said, I love the little fur ball, but I'm still the one who goes, don't forget to clean your litter box. Don't forget to do this. And then we couldn't go as many places. 'Cause she's needy. Yeah, you know, people like joke and they're like, I got an animal like an emotional support animal that turned out to need emotional support. We got a kitten with abandonment, like who has separation anxiety. She cries, like she will walk out of the room and into the other room and then start crying because there's nobody in that room. And we got a cat with separation anxiety. A cat who needs emotional support instead of is emotional support. I guess it's this way. Welcome, Quack! I'm doing good today. Today we built the chrysanthemum to go with our plum blossom, and then I got this out because I had it for a while. If this message is highlighted, there's a monster under your bed. There's not a monster underneath my bed because there's not enough room under my bed for there to be a monster. And if there is one underneath there, he's stuck because my bed has drawers on the side, so he can't get out. I do too, and it wasn't that expensive. And there's 3 different versions, so now I need 2 more so that I can have all 3 versions. Because did I spell it wrong or something? I probably spelled it wrong or something. Let's see. We'll fix it now because I won't think about it if I let it go. Move. Edit. Where's just edit, I guess? Okay. I was like, did I spell it wrong? I didn't think I did. What? That's right, we realized it with that other person's that it messed up by adding like a phrase to it. I don't know. Well, I fixed it. Because like I said, if I don't fix it now, I'll totally forget about it. Well, I have ghosts in my house, if that helps you. And it's not because of the house, it's because of me. They follow me. And I know that sounds crazy, but crazy can attest to the fact that it's true. I has, as my grandmother likes to call it, a bit of the, I'm a bit touched. And I noticed some people that means like touched in the head, but to my grandmother it meant like, I don't know, as some people say, you have the sight or whatever. You can see ghosts. When my oldest was born, the house we lived in, like I've always had that, like, you know, you get that weird feeling and you're like, I think I see something, but there's nothing really there. It's just my mind playing tricks on me. Except I would actually see the something that was there. My grandmother had it too. And so when the apartment we lived in when I was with my ex and I had my oldest, I got a visit. This ghost started hanging about. He would hang out between my bed and my son's crib. And he started out in the hallway and moved closer till he was in the doorway, then in the room, then directly between our beds. And that dang thing has followed me since then from place to place. He woke crazy up one time because somebody was trying to break in our house. Crazy said he felt something on the bed and he kind of woke up and looked down and you could see the bed being pressed down and let up and pressed down and let up. Yeah, so I do have a ghost that follows me. And I know that makes me sound a wee bit crazy, but I'm a wee bit crazy. So this is like the directions. I don't know if Lego has like alternate directions on the site. Let me look it up. Yeah, he stopped. Like he woke him up, and when Crazy went out, there was a guy trying to break in our house. But he has followed from place to place, and all I can see is like a man in a suit, and like you can't really see a face. It's just kind of like black blur, smoky, and a top hat. And he has been with me forever. My oldest son is 22, so he has been around for quite some time. Yes, I'm looking at it. It's only $13 on the Lego website. I'm seeing if they have alternate directions for it. I think they just have this one set of directions and you're supposed to eyeball the rest. Yeah. It's just the one set of directions and you eyeball the rest. So you just kind of stare real hard and hope you get it right. But it makes me want to buy 2 more because this is the second option and then the third option. So, you know, $26 more. Take all my money, Lego. If you go to him and point, I am Batman, you will get in an argument and release the Batman with him. I guess everybody needs to pass the time somehow. So this is it. It does hang pretty well. It's pretty light, but even still, this feels pretty good. Sometimes I worry about like what they give you to hang them up with. You know, like if it'll actually hold the weight. Oh please, I gotta find. I just reorganized / cleaned my desk the other day, and so now I don't remember where I put anything. And I bought this whole thing of like these like magnets. I mean they're pretty strong magnets, but I gotta remember where I put. Oh, here it is. The box that I had other ones. Look, time, lunch break is over. Have fun. So I bought them off Amazon for pretty cheap, and they are pretty strong magnets. If you guys want, I can put the link in Discord. But they come as 2 pieces, and you just, you know, screw this one in. But we can... can hang it up there. And I guess it doesn't really have to be there. We just can put it somewhere else. Like, ooh. Gotta do the jean pants. But yes, I don't know how much I paid for them, but it wasn't very much. Let's see if I can look it up. Orders. Oh, there they are. I got 20 of them for $8. And like I said, they're pretty strong magnets. They 20 of them for $8. If you need magnets for shelving or whatever. Even your fridge, like you could hang stuff on your fridge with them. so I can forget where I put them again. But yes, I think I'm gonna get. And look, even if you can have a fair amount of the dot type things left over, for you could use them for other things. Okay, we still have about an hour. This is my bin o brick separators. There's a ton of them in there. But every time I turn around, I'm getting more brick. I get another one in a set. So, did we want to play some Disney Dreamlight Valley? You guys want to watch that or watch something else? Do something else? We can do Diamond Dots or play Disney Dreamlight Valley. Either way. I never know what to do. Sunday, we'll probably play Disney Dreamlight Valley. And then Tuesday, we're going to do the potions class. What set is that? Oh. Maybe we'll do both those Tuesday. Well, maybe we won't do the post. Well, I don't know. Some of them go with the new Great Hall or supposed to attach on to the big Hogwarts. So I've been saving them till I get one or the other, respectively. So I gotta look. I was gonna do potions, but then I realized that is supposed to go with the Great Hall. Do. Oh, you bear. Because you got the most kills. Gold. And a bronze fire lancer skin. That's pretty cool. Then more gold and rogue scrolls. I figured it would make it so I could upgrade my rogue. Oh, I don't want to re-specialize. Ooh, I got to upgrade him twice. Let's go. 17 looks like to be my lowest. Oh, it was the same. I was like, if you didn't know, once you're in this screen, if you press Q, it'll bring out your quest things. So tank. Well, let's try right here. And that way you don't have to go back out and then come back in and whatnot. You can just stay there. Okay, I think we will play some Disney Dreamlight Valley for the hour or so, 45 minutes we have left. So give me just a second to pull it up. It's the last game I played, so it shouldn't be... I shouldn't have to change my thing. Yeah, my latest hobby or newest hobby is crocheting. But I'm trying, like, the urge to go buy like 500 different types of yarn and patterns and stuff. I'm trying to limit that. It is kind of working. What are you doing? Oh, there it goes. So we have the new star path, which is Dapper Delights. And it brought the new... What is N? Oh, that's N. Make sure this sounds okay. It brought Tiana to the valley, not necessarily through the star path, but in that update came with Tiana. And some stuff for the expansion. I haven't played the expansion on stream because I know some people haven't played it at all, and some people don't like to watch, ruin some of the surprise or whatever. So I've played it a little, but not a ton, and especially not on stream at all. So I have, I guess, you'd consider that I've finished like the storyline quest that you start out with in the game. But there really isn't an end to the game. You just keep getting new things. Oh, good. My mailbox was finally fixed. I had like 5 letters in here that just kept saying unread even though I had opened them.
Just so you know, I've got some new goods at the store.
Splendid. We have work to do, you know.
My best friend Ralph is a knucklehead, but I love him.
Well, that does it. Goodbye.
Good day, dear.
Oh, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Thank you kindly.
Oh,
I'm not Carrot. You're Carrot's boyfriend. That's not what I wanted either. Hang out. There we go. Jesus. I will press the right one eventually. Feed a croc. Catch a sturgeon. Or 3 sturgeons. Rock. Fruit. Okay. Let's water these plants first. So these are the star... Oh, new things in the shop. That's right. I said the other day that they would be new things. Ooh, the Bayou Cottage, which is also probably from Tiana. Yeah, the Princess and the Frog. Inside the houses will all look basically the same if you make them your house. I think if you just put them out, they might stay looking slightly different inside, but then we can see what it would look like at night. So, so you can give Goofy Stall a new look. Tron Ensemble, Peter Pan outfit. Ooh, if you like Tiana, you can make your tools look like hers. I have a Jack Skeleton Nightmare Before Christmas motif thing on my tools. Tinkerbell's house. And then these are ones that have been there for a while. Nope, none of the things I want right now.
Hope you have a bull market day.
So, glass and fabric. Let's see if we can make either. Okay. What's your favorite today? I probably have that flour and I can make mint candy. Yeah, this one. Maybe I don't have that flour. Let's see. Sort by name. Nope, I'm out of it. Okay. But I can make the mint candy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ah.
I forgot. I
Mhm.
just got her to level 10, so I don't have to so much worry about it each day. But I do have a thing to win Scrabble coin. Let's see. One that way, none, none, none. I guess one it is. Well, let's go this way, actually. We'll get two that way at least. So, does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? I don't know what we're gonna do. We might. I said we might go check out that cave and the new Lego store that opened. But I'm not positive. And the kids have well, kids and crazy have the 3-day holiday weekend. So I'm not sure what we'll do. Okay, we need to go to the beach and collect some sand. Oh, that's right. The beast is finally out of his grumpy mood, maybe.
Thank you. This is very nice.
Okay, let's go to the beach first. Already? Things need to be watered already? We just watered. Cotton, I forgot. It takes like a massive amount of water. I wish I could have an irrigation system. So maybe that's a bit too much farming for this game. Okay. Map. Map says there's some more. Yep, that's all. Okay, let's go try to bust up some I guess you'd call it coral on the beach and get sand. Ooh, money. Only the money when it comes out like this, if you get all of it, then you get this chest. But there are other times like you'll be fishing and it'll be like, and all these fish will come out. But even if you pick them all up, you don't get then like a big prize at the end. So it's only with the money in. Ooh, beige single bed. It's not necessarily like a bad thing. I just think it's weird how it only happens with the money in these things. Maybe there's coral out there. Well, do I still have a thing to remove? Pick berries from the beach. Save up money. Yep, 2 more of the forgetting. Okay.
I can't believe I found Simba. And he's alive.
I really should have put stuff away. That's right. What we'll do is go sell some stuff.
Hi there, pal.
Let's sell some gems. I need to earn money anyway, and you get gems fairly often, so. And some of these I already have, like, you can only have like 50 in one spot, and then it starts taking up more than one spot. So some of them I already have, and like some of this fruit I know I have more than like what the bank can technically hold, so that's right. We shall sell some stuff.
Oh,
There we go.
boy.
Oh yay, we finished the uprooting. Now cook 10 4-star meals. That gives us 35. We're, I think, on this one, yep. So, in this, oh, we can do this. Stones. So these are the last 2 we have in this level to buy.
I hope my time here brings honor to my family.
The bigger the coral, that's what I'm calling it, the more you get sand-wise when you break it. And I will leave that there. So the next time I get a quest to get rid of the forgetting, it's there. Okay, what do I have? Oh, any 4 rock spots. Okay. What's, oh, she went away. Oh, did we get a new Dream Snaps? We did. Um, hola, hola, casita. Just like the family you've been given a miracle, imagine opening the door to your very own room in the casita. What does it look like? Use decor and imagination to express your unique gift. Oh, I already have this done. I have a whole bedroom set up. We shall take a picture after we do some. Oh, that's where we can see. Let's see. I would give Maui. So, purple soft serve, eggplant, and tilapia. Home it is. I gotta look up pineapple soft serve though. How do I? Because there aren't pineapples, so I'll have to look that one up. Flowers. Ads are going to be starting soon. Like I said about okay, I can sell those. That is for something. These are for a quest. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's hard to, like, some things, like this bookshelf is not, and this isn't either, like, something you can put things in. But then there are some, decoration, decor, whatever, that you can put things in. So, if we go to F, and, no, not, where is it? It usually says, I thought it, there, it's storage. So, like, certain things you can put out and actually put things in, and other things you can't. Like, even though this says storage, when you put it out, you can't open it up and put things in it. But other things you can. It's just, it's kind of like a game of chance when you put things out. But, 6. And then there's a say D for Dream Snaps. It is not simple or familiar. And 0 Encante. Encanto. Rude. Okay, let's go in this third room. And do that. Dream Snaps. Oh, I thought that would look really cool, like over the chair, but apparently you can't do that. A Yeti cooler? Like a big one? Or... Because that's just crazy. Nope, we are going way too fast. I guess this fits. It's in the thing. But congratulations. I mean, I really love like the whole thorny motif thing. Here's the thorny bed. Let's put it there for just a second, and then what I do is we gotta move these. I put them out because I thought they would do something different. I don't know. Listen, I'm not trying to grab you, bed. I thought it would like complete like another. Oh, I'm moving the. Well, that works too. I thought it would like complete like another questy type thing, but it didn't. By putting out like the by putting out the popcorn buckets. I thought it would like complete a different kind of challenge. It did not. What's the Encanto? Oh, there it is. Apply filters. We can do that. We can put... Okay, let's see what it says now. Oh, I guess I need to do it this way. Then change. Sorry. Simple and familiar. This is what I sometimes hate about the dream snaps. Like, trying to figure out. Okay, our wallpaper is too fancy. I don't like that wallpaper though. It makes our room so plain. I guess I can change her clothing too. It's so weird how she put the skirt on, but it didn't take her pants off. Okay, let's go. There's another simple top. And then I think it's a jacket or coat. Like, yeah, there we go. I can't have more than one coat on, so what is going on? Coat, let's take this. Oh, the coat itself has long sleeves. I see now. Okay, let's do shoes. Okay, now let's see if it likes it. Still not simple enough or familiar enough. But I don't get it. These things were all in the Dream Snap Challenge. Let's try a mirror. I see your brick jacks. I'm trying to make this give me what I want. It's not working though. It's like, let's try this 10 more times. Yes. Okay. T for submit. Submit. Okay, let's do the battle. This time we have 99 to 14. So I filled out a survey for Captain TV the other day, and it was asking about like what things we'd like to see more of, what we'd like them to focus on. Do we think there's things they'd like to improve? I like the game the way it is. I don't see like a ton of room for improvement for me. Like others may feel differently, and if you guys wish there was something different about it, you know, don't hesitate. Let's see, there's Beer Bear. Red Bills. And Stay Faded. Make sure, okay. Like, let me double check, because sometimes I will completely look over somebody's name. Even though I'll like scroll over it, my brain will be like, nope, I didn't see anybody. All the monies. Let's go up here. Let's pour down. Oh, I needed tanks. That's right. Let's try here. There we go. Ooh, 50 crystal. What does that do? Store. Ooh, and daily free crystals. So don't forget to claim your crystal. Every day you can claim 30 crystal. So we use them to buy chests. What do we have now? 80, 20, 40, 60, 80. Ooh, look at that. It gave us enough crystals to get, or enough tier progress to get somebody else. I am easily amused. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna quick look up how to do the pineapple soft serve. Like, what's in it? Pineapple soft serve. It is just, well, where do I get pineapple from? Oh. I think it's you can only find those things in the expansion. That's rude. Yep. So you have to get pineapple from the expansion. Which is kind of rude. What if you don't have the expansion? So only 2 things to give Maui when we run into him. And I don't even see Maui. He's probably, you just go in his house and you make him appear, essentially. But let's go in the Beast Castle and clean it up. Oh, I forgot brick tax. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ugh. Dobby? I got an email from the Harry Potter website, whatever, that said today's your last day to use your birthday coupon. Spend $50 and save 10. So I looked, and these ears or some of the headbands like this are on sale. I almost this morning. Almost. But in fairness, it takes next to nothing to encourage me to want to buy something. Actually buying it is another subject, but wanting to buy it, no. Not much at all. Okay. It says we have to make 3. So 1, 2, and 3. There's your brick decks. Okay, we were going, hey, to your house, Beast. Excuse us. Yeah. It's Molly. I'm far enough in this game to have multiplayer. I, however, have never played multiplayer with someone, but if at any point in time anybody would like to try multiplayer, I am more than willing to give it a shot. Okay, we need more hardwood. Hardwood. Foraging. Okay, I should find somebody who has foraging as their thing to hang out with.
Now off you go, Bibbidi.
Beast. But yes, if somebody has the game and they're far enough along to have the multiplayer option, I am more than willing to give it a shot.
I like the rain. It's pleasant.
So while we're capturing wood, I know I need to do something up here. Decorate. So we can go up here, collect wood. Ooh, look. 2 birds, 1 stone. Does this give us sand too? I can't remember. No, it's clay. Okay. Somebody, Alex told me that if you water them and you get the mushroom, it counts for collecting mushrooms. So. Ta-da! Nope. Okay. I need to make another one to leave up here. Oh, look at you guys. Well, I dismissed my gardening partner because I didn't think about it. Meet the beast in his castle. Sorry, I was looking at the time through the plants here on my desk and I was like, I'm not sure my brain interpreted that as the correct time. It didn't.
I like the rain. It's pleasant.
Merlin's almost always over here by his house.
I smell like a wet dog. Oh, blast it all, everything's one big wet mess.
Let's quick go harvest and then see if we can make some of this stuff. I gotta take down those tables. I put them up as part of the quest, but honestly, they're making it hard to like get by in there. I gotta walk all the way around. And I'm far too lazy for that. Oh, come on. I was hoping one of these would be one of those where you could pluck it repeatedly. Oh, I guess we'll see what we get. 1 gold ingot and 3 pure dimension. Many more night shards, apparently. Well, before we have to get off, let's get down here to Maui's house and give him his stuff.
Hey, look who's here. Me. All right, now we out.
Maui, I'm let go with you. Oh, and I didn't even get the eggplant out, but that's alright.
You're the real.
Okay. Let's see. That's not what I wanted to do. Carrot is still on, so let's just raid into Carrot. I know, I'm getting ready to go too. I gotta go collect a minion. Raid the Carrot Cleric. Go to stream ending. When I get back from dropping said minion off, I will run. What did it do? Oh, because I had the @ symbol in front of it. Delete. Delete. There we go. There we go. I was trying to cheat. It's still faster than typing it on the way out, but now I know for future reference. Thank you to everybody who was hanging out today. Thank you for the 2 new followers from Untold Wizard and Guitar Bard. Thank you to Rad for the resub. We are slowly getting back into the school run time. So it's a little shorter than it has been over the summer. But thank you for everybody for hanging out. I'll probably be back Sunday. I'm usually back Sunday, but it's the weekend and I don't know if we're going to try to do other things for the holiday weekend, like maybe do an overnight trip somewhere local, semi-local. But thank you for everybody. And I always keep up to date in my Discord if anything changes. My husband's out of town this week. That's why I don't know. So it's just like short phone calls at the end of the day, not in-depth stuff. But he comes home tomorrow. So I'll definitely have an answer to that into the Discord then. But thank you so much, you guys. Have a great day. And we're going to Carrot, who's fantastic.